guys, welcome back to my channel. As of today, I have 200 subscribers, which is just insane. I am so thankful for all of your support and I can't wait to keep making more videos. Today's video is on the Bella Rose, or OnlyJayus is what she used to go by, and Mattie Westbrook drama. This has been going on for the past maybe 2 or 3 weeks. I just now made the video because I feel like their content is kind of slowing down and they're moving kind of off this. I wanted to make sure I could make one just concrete video. So if you've been wanting to know more about the situation, this is the video for you. Mattie actually goes by they, them pronouns, and this is me from the future. But for the first part of the video, I use she, her pronouns. I've never really interacted with Mattie's content. I had no idea that they use they, them pronouns, so that is my bad. So I'll be obviously correcting with they, them over it anytime I mess it up, but that is my bad. So Bella Rose and Mattie were dating a couple years ago, and I remember their breakup was pretty big. There was a lot of questions about what happened. And recently, Bella Rose decided to actually come out and make a statement about the breakup.
It's rapid fire all the lies that get spread about me. Aren't you racist? No. I did say slurs as a teenager though, which was racist and homophobic and probably a bunch of other things. But you know what? A lot can change about a person in 11 years. Didn't you cheat on your ex-girlfriend? No. I got cheated on with a minor and y'all still support them.
So obviously the internet was very shocked to find out that this had allegedly happened. It quickly became very trending. I remember seeing the first video and being like, oh, wow, that's insane. I never knew that. And then immediately that was the only videos that I was getting. Mattie commented on the video, there's no evidence because it's not true. I'm not gonna feed into the lies and give them more fuel to spread lies about me. And Bella used that comment and decided to make another video.
There is no evidence because it's not true, and I'm not gonna feed into the lies so they can continue spreading more lies about me. Hey, how old was this girl? Remember when you posted this while we were dating because you didn't want people to know about me? You were like 21. How old was she? You're not gonna say it, so I will. She was 17. If anybody remembers the Nicholas Ray drama, their roommate, he did it. Everybody likes to say that she lied, but she didn't. She was telling the truth. He would bring over teenage girls to their apartment and they would get them drunk. And you stayed friends with him up until the point that she went public about it. And then suddenly, oh no, I don't want to get canceled either. I gotta cut him off, I gotta unfollow, I gotta delete all these videos with him. Hey, that's a cool jacket. But why are you giving it to this teenage girl that we met together just a few days after staying at my house? Do you remember the night you told me you cheated on me? At the Streamy Awards, you were high on ketamine. You pulled me into the bathroom, you're like, I'm gonna tell you something, but then I'm gonna kill myself. Because that's manipulative as hell. Jayus, this happened so long ago, why are you still talking about it? Because people think I cheated. People think that I cheated with minors. And I'm not gonna put up with that shit. Because it's not me. It's you.
Later on, we're gonna see more about the video between the girl, her name is Noor, she was 17. We're gonna find more about that later, but I wanna talk about the Nicholas Ray drama. So the Nicholas Ray drama that she was speaking about was that Noor came out and said that Nicholas Ray had sexually assaulted her when she was 17, that, they had gotten drunk, that he had made advances on her. And so that's what she's referencing. She's referencing that they would bring minors to their house and get them drunk. So then Mattie decided to make a video on her TikTok / I think also her Instagram, just trying to stop the rumors. She ends up making a longer video later, but this is the short-term video. She uses kind of like a band-aid for the situation.
So I want to start this off by saying that I never wanted to give any attention to the blatant lies that are being told about me right now. But I really cannot stay quiet any longer about the serious accusations that are being made against me. Thank you so much to absolutely everybody who waited for my response before coming to any conclusions about these accusations. The only reason I did not speak out about this issue sooner is because Bella, OnlyJayus, is someone who in the past has physically showed up to the place that I live and has previously threatened my physical safety. So yes, in 2021, I was in a toxic relationship with somebody that I did not know how to communicate with. So while I was at an extremely low point in my life in November of 2022, I kissed somebody else. But it was not the person from this screenshot, it was not Amara, and it was absolutely not anyone underage. I did eventually end up telling Bella what happened, when it happened, and who it was with. However, the lies that this person is currently spreading about me and my character are absolutely disgusting. They said that in this screenshot, I was 21 having a relationship with somebody who was 17. Me and the person in this screenshot have never had a physically intimate relationship before or after she turned 18. In fact, since nothing happened between us, I thought we were on good terms, considering she reached out to me in 2023 free just to check in and see how I was doing. I have reached out to her to let her know that it did sting that she would instigate complete lies about me on the internet, but she never responded. Bella also claimed that in this screenshot, I was 21, providing alcohol to underage people. I was not 21 in this screenshot, I was 20. This is me at 20, this is me at 21. I also have no idea why Bella is lying that I met Amara when she was 15 years old. This never happened. I also never cheated on Bella with Amara, especially not when she was 17. The proof that they have is from a screenshot of me in a red hoodie from December of 2022, and a screenshot of Amara in her own red hoodie from March of 2023, which is over a month after Bella and I went complete no contact, and when Amara was already 18. This was also not my hoodie. We both owned the same Brandy Melville hoodie. And since I feel the need to clarify, Amara and I started dating on August 6th, 2023, and we hard launched on April 12th, 2024. In 2020, I would get on Zooms and FaceTime to play Among Us. I am well aware that Bella has screenshots of text conversations that I had with people in 2020 that I met through these Zooms. But I've never had an intimate conversation with anybody that I met on these calls, especially anyone underage. And I have proof that somebody who screen recorded a conversation.
The screenshot says, LOL, you're all good. Like I said, I feel like my experience wasn't like a huge deal because Mattie stopped after she found out I was like a child. But you know, I don't know. I thought it was worth sharing.
The person trying to spread lies about me right now is not a trustworthy or credible person. This is somebody who has lied in the past and will continue to lie. And I know that from witnessing very personal experiences with them.
Bella was texting her things that were very just like not okay to text somebody and just obviously clearly very angry and very hostile, and she described it as a toxic relationship. And so I think the reason why so many people are questioning who's lying, who's telling the truth, is because neither of them are really like a trustworthy narrator. Like they're not a reliable narrator on either side. Here are some of the comments. How do y'all not realize this is the Darvo method, which according to Google, the Darvo method is a manipulation tactic used by abusers to evade accountability when confronted. It stands for deny, attack, and reverse victim and offender. I don't have any experience like with that method, so I really can't say whether or not Mattie's using that in this case, but people kind of in the comments were saying a lot about the Darvo method, and Bella makes a video later about it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna include it, but basically it's like, yeah, she's using the Darvo method. Again, more comments about the Darvo method. Oof, the way none of y'all can recognize Darvo is scary. Someone else, I have no clue what's happening. I'm just being nosy. People ended up flooding both Bella's and Mattie's ex now, Amara, with just questions asking, and I'm not sure their exact age gap, but I'm gonna put it here. And I remember people kind of when they first started dating were a bit suspicious of their age gap, but it never was really a big thing. And someone commented on Amara's Instagram or TikTok and said, "We need your side of the story, girl, just to close the whole thing." And Amara responded and said, "My whole story is that Mattie and I started dating when I was 18. We didn't even become friends until after I was 18. Anything else is a lie." So I'm not sure if more proof comes out later about that, but I'm gonna choose to believe someone's story. If she's saying they met after 18, for the purpose of this video, I'm gonna believe that they met after 18 until proven otherwise. Then Bella released a 45-minute video just explaining everything that happened, giving her evidence, giving her side of the story. I'm gonna include like the most important parts. I'm watching the full video, but I'm just gonna put the most important parts in. I have not watched either her or Mattie's full-length videos yet. I wanted to go in just completely unbiased with no idea of what I was watching. So yeah, I'm excited / nervous to watch a 45-minute video.
I swear I already owned this shirt. I did not buy it just for this video. And you know what? Right before I hit record, I saw this post saying, when you find another piece of evidence, but the situation is too old to revive. And my first thought was, no, it's not. Like that felt like a bad omen. But I'm not gonna let it go because full context matters, especially when new information comes out. And I'm putting this all here rather than just making you go find a bunch of parts on TikTok because I want it to be all in one place. Doubt if I should do this, and they have asked me to. They have sent me proof to talk about it. But Jayus, how do you know that any of this is real? Like anybody could just type some stuff into a phone and then change the name at the top. Like how do you know? Because I asked them like, hey, do you have the phone number? Like what is it? And it matched Mattie's exact number. And I legally can't leak it. What can I do? Like put the last 4 numbers there maybe? I don't think it's their phone number anymore. But this is their phone number. This is the exact phone number that I had in my phone. You can go ask any of their friends. It's the same number. These minors had Mattie's phone number.
So the first thing that she does is she shows her old videos, the ones that I've already included. And then it explains that the reason why she's doing this is because she's tired of being accused of being a cheater, a liar, of getting with minors. She doesn't want that to stand. She wants to set this record straight, and that she has people who have come forward with their stories and that they're saying like, please share our stories. We're comfortable with it. This is what we want. And obviously, how can you trust these stories? You know, how do we know? And obviously this is how she is saying like this is the proof that this is.
Now, okay, with Amara has said that she was 18. And you know what? I believe women. If Amara says that she was 18, then Amara was 18. I'm not going to rewrite her experience, but I think the context matters because it exists. I did originally say that we met Amara when she was 15, and you're going to have to forgive me for that because the math is wrong. She was 16 because events didn't start happening until 2021. I remember meeting her at this it was like a Spotify podcaster event. I remember Drew Offalo speaking. I'm sorry I didn't take a bunch of pictures to prove this for you guys years later. You just have to trust that I remember meeting her. I remember Mattie introducing me to her with her ex, JT, and in a way that's like, oh, you're mutuals with this person, you're friends with this person. And we're walking away like, oh my God, she's so pretty. And in my head, I'm like, she's so young.
I think what OnlyJayus is saying here is true. You should not be seeing a minor and being like, oh, they're pretty, and knowing they're a minor.
Yes, is Mattie did wait until this teenage girl turned 18 to start dating them. A 23-year-old waited for a 17-year-old to turn 18 because they're not stupid, they're just creepy, okay? And I don't know the details of the relationship, I'm not gonna act like I do, but there was definitely some social overlap happening because in November of 2022, Amara went to a concert with Mattie. I'm sitting in my room right now editing this video, literally as I'm talking about stuff, going and finding the receipts because what else am I supposed to do? And I'm feeling so insane because the other day, I find a video of them all at a concert and now it's gone. Wondering what Mattie was doing in those days of silence, deleting evidence. And December is when Mattie admitted to cheating on me with that adult named Olivia Ponton. With that one, they blamed alcohol, they blamed depression, they blamed my parents' divorce, and they blamed the stress of meeting Joe Biden. I wish I was making that up. But again, I'm stupid and have a low self-esteem, so in January of 2023, me and Mattie are still hanging out. February is when we stopped talking, and we haven't spoken since. Same month that Amara turns 18. From where I stand, that timeline is just a little bit uncomfortable. That's all. But before Amara and before Olivia, there was Noor. And I've already talked about Noor. She's the girl in the screenshot. She was 17 and Mattie they're now claiming to be 20. Oh my God, you're still a girl.
Pausing it, Noor commented, I was a 17-year-old and 17 is a minor. The age of consent in California is 18, by the way. So one of the things I hate is when people are like, oh, but does someone automatically become does their brain automatically change when they turn 18 versus when they're 17 and 364 days? I think that's weird in general. You shouldn't be as an adult, going after anybody who is within that 17, 18, 16 range. It doesn't matter that, I don't know, it's just so weird to me. I'm 20 right now, and I don't even think I would date someone who's 18 as a 20-year-old. And maybe it's just because that would be 2 years younger than me. I don't know, I'd like to date someone my own age. But it's just weird. And I can't imagine, she was 23 when this happened. I can't imagine 3 years from now,
These two adults, Nick and Mattie, would provide alcohol to these TikTok teenagers in the building. I stopped going to the apartment, one, because I didn't fuck with Nick, and two, because Nick didn't fuck with me. I wasn't allowed at his place. So I didn't go, I wasn't involved. And you know what, I at the time just thought that it was Nick that had this drinking problem. It was later that I realized that Mattie had it too. And it was really only this month that I learned the true extent of Noor and Mattie's relationship. They would drink, they would make videos, they would go to each other's apartments. Mattie was texting her while in bed with me, telling her that they loved her, telling them that they were in a PR relationship with me. I don't even have the time to begin to explain how funny that sentence is, but they claim to be in a PR relationship with OnlyJayus.
That makes no sense because she was getting canceled at the time, so that if anything would be a PR nightmare.
So then in a text with Noor, I went and sent her all the screenshots that I have, which we will get to, I promise, okay? Then Noor decided to send some screenshots for me, back old ones that Mattie sent. Mattie tried to do some detective work really quick, seeing who these other girls were, because Nick also got accused of talking to a bunch of 17-year-olds, and they stayed friends with them. When Noor decided to comment on my videos, being yes, I'm the girl in the screenshot, thank you for this, Mattie went and texted them and said, hey Noor, it's Mattie, I'm really confused about the comment you left on Bella's post, because you and I never did anything besides make those videos together, which in hindsight, I understand how they're really misleading, but also making those videos with everybody else we knew.
Making weird videos like that, where they're this close to they're looking at each other's eyes, giving them a kiss on the forehead, it's just weird, when will we stop messing around with minors? It's weird. It's weird. I truly it boggles my mind. I don't care if you never had a physical relationship. Why are you being weird and relationship baiting with a minor on to get views and fans? That's weird.
Sent me some of these old videos where she is drunk at the apartment, and Mattie claims that they weren't physical. Oh, but these look they just look so physical. They just look so physical with me. This isn't something that I would do as a 20-year-old to a 17-year-old, but hey, whatever, okay. Oh God, June 2022 said, bro, the way everyone just ignored our virginity conversation. Why are you talking about virginity to a 17-year-old? I think this is Mattie sending Noor their thirst traps together, the fan pages that people made. Oh, actually, this is it. Picture yourself as Noor. Oh my God. The way I haven't seen these in years. I didn't see this before making the video. Ooh. Mattie, you're so dumb. You're so dumb for making that reply video, dude. Go ahead and get your lawyers. I would love for a judge to see this shit. Okay, so after that video, more girls reached out. Turns out it wasn't just Noor, but that's usually how it works, right? Like one person speaks out and then another person feels safe enough to. So this one, hold on, I put my phone away for some reason. There was this one girl who was 17 in 2020. It was a screenshot that I already posted, but let me pull it back up. This is in 2020, Mattie is 20, this girl is 17. Literally says here, like, hey, I'm down to hop on a Zoom call or FaceTime if you want. Oh, cool, I'll text you in like 20 minutes. Yeah, you know, I'm just 17, right? Like, I don't know how old you are. Yeah, don't worry, how I'm good. I'm not that much older. That's crazy. It's so sad we can't meet in person because of the stupid pandemic. So this is middle of the pandemic. You're texting minors. They're asking you, hey, I don't know how old you are, but I'm 17. How old are you? And you don't reply with your goddamn age. You just say, don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not that much older.
That's weird. If a minor asks your age, you should tell them, and you shouldn't be talking to minors in the first place. Your response should be, oh, you're 17. This is inappropriate. I'm way too much older than you. And that should be the end of it. I also don't understand what Mattie said about them getting on Zoom calls that I guess had minors as well. That also is just weird to me. Have friends your age, have friends that are above 18. I don't know. It's just weird to me.
Back to this one, they reached out saying, I have proof that Mattie texted me when I was only 17. I said, first of all, you don't have to send me anything if you don't want to. I read you saying that you're scared to come out about it. How long ago was it? Said it was a fat sec ago. This happened in 2020. I never came out about it because Mattie had such a big following. They were 20, I don't know if it's true, I don't know shit about them, but I told them I was 17, and they continued to reach out to me to ask to FaceTime and stuff. It was over COVID, so hanging out was like a no-go, but it was all just really weird. I can send you receipts off, if I can get my old phone. We just kept talking about it a little bit. They said, dude, don't apologize, like you did nothing wrong, I can't imagine how confused. It's awful, it must be for you, literally, here if you need anything. I sent her some texts that people have sent me just to like say like, hey, other people like are saying this too, it's not just you. And then they said that they couldn't get their old phone, they couldn't find it, but did find the screenshot that they took when it happened because even back then, they thought that it was weird. I have some other people that have reached out. I was gonna like wait until they all sent their proof, but I really just want to get this out and going. So some people have sent some other similar stuff, not identical, but similar. Again, these are just people saying what they had to say. But this person said, it was like 4 years ago, my cousin and I were hanging out, and she was showing me that Mattie was flirting with her, and we were like 13 at the time. Do I think that a 13-year-old can probably misconstrue a famous person texting them as flirting? Yes. Do I think that a famous adult should be texting 13-year-olds? Fuck no!
Exactly. And regardless, you can say that it was not flirty, it wasn't weird. Why are you as a famous person in a position of power texting a minor? Texting a 13-year-old? You should have nothing in common. It doesn't matter if nothing weird ever happened between you. It's the idea of you texting a minor that you don't know outside of the fact that you're famous that makes it weird. Adult content creators need to stop texting their minor fans and then acting surprised when the minor grows up and their brain develops and they realize how weird it is.
No. Anyway, let's see what else we got. This person says, thanks for speaking up about Mattie. They messaged me 2 a few years ago when I almost turned 17. They never responded. So I also had another person reach out being like, hey, is it weird that like Mattie liked that thirst trap of mine when I was 16? And like that's proof. And it's not proof, you know, because like liking something on the internet is not the same as like actually privately messaging minors. Those are very different things. But good thing we got more. We have this person that said, Mattie and I went on 2 dates down in Huntington Beach, California. When I was 17, I thought it was so cool dating somebody older, but now I look back and I'm disgusted. This is the one that makes my stomach turn. Okay, so after a Zoom call with some fangirls that Mattie did address, we'll get to that, but they were in a big Zoom call, and Mattie reaches out to this one girl privately. I can't see what they were talking about before, but it goes, that's so motherfucking cute. Oh my God, stop smiling. I'm nice to you, but I'm not that nice to you. Stop blushing and get your head in the game, loser. Ayo, laugh my ass off. Your expressions are priceless. Get the fuck out. I'm so funny. You're hilarious. Tee hee. Michael Jackson. Wait, dude, how old are you? This is the first green flag that we get from Mattie Westbrook so far. Yes. 18. Dude, are you not? No. 16? Y'all, this girl is almost 15. I don't know if you can do math, but that means 14 years old. Said, shut the fuck up. You're a child. You are a child. Oh my God, holy Christ, no way. Okay, I just turned my camera for dramatic effect. So they're texting while they're on this like group call right now. But I take 18 as a compliment. I look younger. How the fuck do you think 18? Like, where did you get that from? Said, well, you're in a Zoom call with the average age of probably 20. So I got it from that. Well, yeah, a child, I'm adopting you. Merry Christmas. Oh my God, thank you. Of course, did you do your homework? Am I parenting right? Yes, but I don't know. I'm probably gonna fuck you up. You're gonna have daddy issues. Uh-oh, damn. Oh, but like they acknowledge that they're a child and they're gonna be in a parental role now. What are you talking about? You might think, oh, they must have stopped shortly after that, right? Right? No. My mom's an 8th grade teacher. They still eat their boogers. Oh my God, no way. To be fair, I was in the 8th grade last year, so I can't say anything. But at least I'm not in middle school. Good, worst 3 years of my life. Yeah, middle school sus ass.
That's what I think is so weird. Just stop texting. When you find out that someone is way, way, way younger than you think, your response should be like, oh dang, I didn't know. And then you shouldn't keep I don't know why you're trying to build a friendship with this person. It's just weird.
I do know that Mattie responded, so let's go through and see what they talked about, you guys.
Much to absolutely everybody who waited for my response before coming to any conclusions about these accusations. The only reason I did not speak out about this issue sooner is because Bella, OnlyJayus, is someone who in the past has physically showed up to the place that I live and has previously threatened.
Because we dated for 2 years, you fucking weirdo. What are you talking about? Okay, so they post some texts that I sent them, let's see, in February. So this is the very end of our relationship. Again, February 2023, end of our relationship completely. You can see why. I am unhinged. I'm losing my goddamn mind. We are experiencing in this what is clinically called reactive abuse.
Reactive abuse describes situations where a person who has endured sustained abuse behavior reacts aggressively towards their abuser.
You have minor allegations, and the first thing we're going to talk about is me saying, Mattie, if you don't call me back, I'm going to show up, which is something that we've done. If I didn't respond, you just showed up to my house. If you didn't respond, I just showed up to your house. So you're right, this was a very toxic relationship. What else? Answer the fucking phone, Mattie. The fact that you choose to be radio silent after everything I told you. I could always just show up again. Sounds like my best shot at understanding the gravity of the situation. Don't act like you don't know. You must think I'm joking. Oh, this will be fun. See you soon, Mattie. I don't think I ever showed up. I was being really dumb. This was dumb. I should not have been... I should have just let it go. That's why I'm saying I feel embarrassed by this. It's really dumb. I feel dumb. But again, this is after 2 years of dating and after months, multiple months, 3 to 6 months of lying about being cheated on.
I agree. I don't think that you should be saying like those kind of things. And like, I can see your side, like you've been cheated on. It's probably very hard to go through. I don't think we said it was okay, but also at the same time, I don't think this is the main issue we should be pointing out. Like, I think the biggest issue is the fact that Mattie was texting minors.
If you see me at Coachella, run, because we bought Coachella tickets and then we weren't going together anymore. So if you see me there, you better run, because I am coming up to you and we are having a fucking conversation. I said, we know it's what you're good at, because they were actively running. They were like, literally like, they came to my house. No, dude, oh my God. The last time we hung out, I hate to admit this. They literally like fucked me in my car and then like just dipped and we didn't speak again. And I was losing my mind. I was not in a good place mentally.
They said that in this screenshot, I was 21 having a relationship with somebody who was 17. Me and the person in this screenshot have never had a physically intimate relationship before or after she turned 18. In fact, since nothing happened between us, I thought we were on good terms, considering she reached out to me in 2023 just to check in and see how I was doing.
Because you
I
stopped talking to her.
To let her know that it did sting, that she would instigate complete lies about me on the internet, but she never responded.
And she didn't respond to you because Nor didn't lie.
Amara and I started dating on August 6th, 2023, and we hard launched on April 12th, 2024.
Hey, that's interesting. Wait a minute. What day was that? What day is that? Is that my birthday? Thank you for admitting it.
In 2020, I would get on Zooms and FaceTime to play Among Us. I am well aware that Bella has screenshots of text conversations that I had with people in 2020 that I met through these Zooms. But I've never had an intimate conversation with anybody that I met on these calls, especially anyone underage. And I have proof that somebody who screen recorded a conversation we had in 2020 told Bella that we stopped talking once I...
That's crazy. This is like actually crazy. The fact that you're gonna call, like you didn't even show the screenshots from this 14-year-old. You just showed this, like you cut it off. You cut off this one part.
Lies are some of the most disgusting things you can say about someone. In my entire life, I have never been physically intimate or tried to be with absolutely anybody underage. The person trying to spread lies about me right now is not a trustworthy or credible person. This is somebody who has lied in the past and will continue to lie. And I know that from witnessing very personal experiences with them.
Obviously, that was a very long video, and I think that overall, she did a very good job at kind of making it into a one video, but I didn't like how a lot of the evidence that OnlyJayus used isn't validated. Like, there's about 3 minutes where she spent just bringing up what people said, where like there's no proof, there's no, like, some of them she did show proof or like did show the numbers or like screenshots and to show that it was the same number. But for some of them where they just DM'd her being like, oh yeah, this happened, and there's no response, there's no validation, there's no proof, it makes OnlyJayus' video seem less, not authentic, it makes it seem less valid or like reliable. Reliable is a good word, because there's so much evidence that's not being shown, or there's just not enough evidence to support some claims, and rather than omitting that and just focusing on what you strictly have facts for, by adding more to kind of like fluff it up and make it seem like there's so much stuff, which yes, if this is all true, that would be very weird for her to text them, because they include screenshots that can't be validated. It then like kind of weakens their argument. Mattie actually then decided to come out with their own video, just bringing up their own evidence. Here's the video.
Initially, Bella started posting TikTok videos filled with lies, so I made a response, and I still stand by every word I said. Bella then posted a 45-minute long YouTube video in response to what I had to say. And most of what I said in my first video did cover a lot of what Bella had to say in their YouTube video. So let's break this down. So yes, while Bella and I were in a relationship, I kissed someone else. That was wrong, and there are absolutely zero excuses for it. And in their initial video, when they told the internet that I cheated on them, never once did they mention Nor, never once did they mention Amara, and never once did they mention minors.
Today is the 4-month anniversary of this shitty fucking roller coaster I've been on of being broken up with and not being told why. In that time, I eventually did learn the truth. I got cheated on. Before I go and share this though, I just want to say, do not go and send hate to anybody. No internet dogpiling. It's not fair. This whole situation isn't fair, but like, I've been through that, and it's a nightmare that I would not wish on anybody, especially somebody that in a very fucked up way I still love.
That video is from 3 years ago. Bella just now got on the internet 2 weeks after me and Amara posted our breakup announcement, and only then started mentioning minors. So now let's talk about Nor. They said that in this screenshot, I was 21 having a relationship with somebody who was 17. Me and the person in this screenshot have never had a physically intimate relationship before or after she turned 18. The video that I'm about to show, as well as a couple clips that Bella did use for their YouTube video, have been on the internet for 5 years. Nor and I met when I first moved to LA in 2021, and so on June 16th, 2021, I posted this video of me and Nor. Looking back, it is wildly irresponsible and incredibly stupid of me to be making these videos with somebody when they were 17 and I was 20. And in regards to my initial video, I will always stand on the fact that absolutely nothing romantically intimate or physically intimate happened with Noor, even though making those videos was an extremely poor judgment. I also do want to take the time to clarify here that in my initial video, when I said that I was 20, not 21, I was not saying that to try and justify my behavior in any way. I was not 21 in the screenshot, I was 20. This is me at 20, this is me at 21. I said that because Bella has been lying and saying that I was buying alcohol for people who were underage.
Mattie would provide alcohol to these TikTok teenagers in the building. You are a grown adult who could provide alcohol.
Since I was 20 at the time, I could not buy alcohol for people who were underage because I couldn't even buy it for myself.
I think it's funny that she's like, I stand by everything in my first video, and now the things that have come out prove that her first video was a lie. Like, you were. It doesn't matter if it was just for a video. It doesn't matter if you were only being physically lovey-dovey on them for videos. You're still being physically lovey-dovey with a minor. You're being physical. I don't understand. This is inappropriate. Like, this is inappropriate. It's just plain up inappropriate. And their point about the fact that they were 20 at the time, so they actually couldn't buy alcohol for minors. If you are drinking as an adult, why are you drinking with minors? You know what I'm saying? Even if you're not the one supplying it, why are you friends with people who are supplying alcohol to minors? And why are you partaking in drinking with minors?
In fact, Bella admitted to lying in their YouTube video, but then went on.
I did originally say that we met Amara when she was 15, and you're gonna have to forgive me for that because the math is wrong. She was 16. I remember meeting her at this, it was like a Spotify podcaster event.
Bella
Yes, you could say OnlyJayus lied when she said 15, it was actually 16. But it's not like the gag that Mattie thinks it is. OnlyJayus admits that they got the times or the age wrong and that Amar was 16 instead of 15. Still weird. Mattie's still weird.
Podcaster event.
Bella and I went to a Spotify event together on July 27th, 2022. But do you know where Amara was during this time? In the Sequoias. These are pictures that Amara sent me herself from her camera roll. She was not at that Spotify event. Also, since this is a massive point of contention, Amara has publicly stated multiple times that her and I did not become friends or start dating until after she turned 18. Now,
if that's true and she really was in the Sequoia forest, then that's really frustrating that OnlyJayus would lie about that, because now that makes their video seem so much less credible.
all of the screenshots that Bella has used as evidence against me. First, in this screenshot, where someone is 17 and then asks how old I am. There's absolutely no inappropriate conversation being had here. I was 19 in 2020, brand new to accepting myself into...
What's the screenshot say? That is weird. What do you mean there's nothing inappropriate happening here? You say, yeah, I'm not that much older. That's weird. You're an adult and they're not. That's weird.
Had here. I was 19 in 2020, brand new to accepting myself into the queer community, and I was legitimately just trying to make friends.
That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're new to accepting yourself. It doesn't matter if you're new to accepting a life. It doesn't matter if, it doesn't matter. You can find queer friends that are adults. Shocker. There's plenty of queer communities out there of adults that you can befriend. There's plenty of people online that are adults that you can befriend. This argument of, well, I was just accepting myself and I was new to being, I was new to accepting myself, so I had to befriend minors. Nope, that's wrong, actually.
I cannot begin to express how absolutely wild it is that Bella used screenshots as evidence against me of people in their DMs with absolutely no response, no proof, and zero follow-through when Bella asked them for more information.
It was like 4 years ago, my cousin and I were hanging out, and she was showing me that Mattie was flirting with her, and we were like 13 at the time. Do I think that a famous adult should be texting 13-year-olds? Fuck no!
Because that's a lie. That never happened.
This person says, thanks for speaking up about Mattie. They messaged me 2 a few years ago when I almost turned 17.
That's a lie. No, I did not.
We have this person that said, Mattie and I went on 2 dates down in Huntington Beach, California. When I was 17, I thought it was so cool dating somebody older, but now I look back and I'm disgusted. I do remember Mattie hanging out a lot at the beach around that time, like a lot. We had some friends that had like a bus.
Not only was that a lie, because that never happened, I went through my camera roll because I take pictures everywhere I go. And I've never even been to Huntington Beach.
I also had another person reach out being like, hey, is it weird that Mattie liked a thirst trap of mine when I was 16?
They spent a full 3 minutes reading these and feeding into the baseless lies. Do you know how many people would make up lies just to message a popular content creator? Because I guarantee you, it's more than you think. Now on to these texts. The context to this is that I was on a Zoom call playing Among Us with people whose average age was 20. And me.
Again, this is really frustrating. That's the thing that makes me frustrated about OnlyJayus' videos, is because they spent so much time trying to show proof, but some of the proof was never validated. It makes it so that Mattie can point out all of these flaws in OnlyJayus' videos. And now, even though it was weird that Mattie was texting minors, that there is proof of, and it is weird that Mattie was being flirty and making videos with Noor when Noor was 17. Now Mattie is able to poke all these holes and be like, well, this is a lie, this is a lie, this is a lie, this is a lie. Because OnlyJayus decided to just get everything that has ever been shared about Mattie and let anybody talk about it. Now it looks like Mattie is the one who looks like Mattie is the person in the right, because Mattie is able to prove that OnlyJayus is lying about these things, or at least OnlyJayus is feeding into people who have not been validated as credible. Does that make sense?
Me and a person from this Zoom call ended up messaging. And as you can see, when I asked how old they were and they told me, I freaked out. And for some idiotic reason, I tried to make a joke. I deeply regret sending that text message. I should not have been using that language with somebody who was younger than me.
You're admitting that you did this and that was very inappropriate, but then that goes against your original statement of you've never done anything inappropriate with minors, that there's never been like a physical, intimate relationship. But people are showing the screenshots that you were being weird with minors. So now, both of you have been caught in like weird situations. OnlyJayus, where they're allowing like the ones that haven't been validated to be included in the video, and now Mattie, where they're saying that they stand by the original statement, but now they're like, but just this once, just this twice, but also this time. It's weird.
And I will reiterate this until the day that I die. Never in my entire life have I ever attempted to have an intimate or romantic relationship with absolutely anybody who is underage.
Well, that's just proved wrong because of the videos with Nor. Even if it was just for the video, that they were still very weird videos.
December is when Mattie admitted to cheating on me with that like adult. They blamed my parents' divorce, and they blamed the stress of meeting Joe Biden.
I also never said that. That's ridiculous. And we have to remember who the source is here. Bella has been the source of hatred and controversy for years now. And even recently, Bella was caught faking documents to further their agenda in an argument that they had online with another content creator over Bella stealing his content. I'm gonna pin those videos in the comment section so that you can see them for yourself. And I did call attention to Bella's abusive behavior towards me because it shows that Bella is consistently tormenting my life and refusing to take accountability for it and calling it jokes.
This was to a friend. I said, oh, if you see my cheating ex, can you slap the fuck out of them for me? This was a tiny ass girl that I was joking around with. Said, Mattie, you better hope you never see my face again, because I swear you haven't seen crazy yet. You haven't. If you see me at Coachella, run, because we bought Coachella tickets and then we weren't going together anymore. So if you see me there, you better run, because I am coming up to you and we are having a fucking conversation.
Okay, so yeah, that was the lie stop here. The comments were not on Mattie's side. I think the thing that makes me frustrated about this situation is that it's the right message, but the wrong messenger. I think that if it was any other content creator coming out to speak about this, who wasn't OnlyJayus, it would be so much more trustworthy. The proof of, OnlyJayus editing the documents to prove their side, the fact that OnlyJayus and them had a very toxic relationship, that OnlyJayus has been called out for slurs, that they've been caught in lies before. It makes it so that even though Mattie did very weird things, they're able to get away with it kind of because they can just say, look, Bella lies all the time, so, she's lying about this. Which is so frustrating because it was weird what Mattie did. Mattie was weird for having these weird relationships with minors where they were texting them. And it was weird for Mattie to text even when they knew, like even after they found out, to be like, I'm gonna give you daddy issues. That's weird. It's weird for Mattie to have been making weird thirst trap videos with Nor when Nor was a minor. But because the way that OnlyJayus went about the situation, and because Mattie is very good at this video is a very well done video because they addressed the things that they could disprove. They were able to make some like good blanket statements of like, I would never do this, I would never do that. And they were able to disprove so much of OnlyJayus' video because OnlyJayus, rather than sticking to the hard facts, what they knew was true and keeping it like brief and concise, they brought in so much evidence that could be easily disproven. And so it makes it seem like Mattie is the one telling the truth and that Bella is the liar, when in reality, it could be, we see proof that Mattie is lying in some ways. It frustrates me that this is how it's gone down. Another comment, stop being weird, just stop texting minors, flirting or not, just literally stop. Sources, trust me, bro. I do think Mattie brought some sources, some didn't have sources. It's kind of hard with this, where a lot of it I think is like spoken word, like things that they experience. Another comment, proof, no, that's a lie. No, I didn't. We need to stop normalizing adults privately talking to minors, sexual or not, it's not okay. And that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, it's not okay regardless of whether or not it was sexual in nature. Don't text minors. Don't text minors.
Why does the cease and desist have typos? We are aware that you have been making egregiously harmful defamatory statements. So it might be egregious, yeah, it is outstandingly bad, shocking, and the opposite of remarkably good. It most certainly is harmful. Defamatory though, damaging the good reputation of somebody, like, okay, yeah, I can see that, but I didn't do it. Slanderous or libelous, what's that? False or malicious though, I don't know, because that burden of proof would fall onto you. And so far, I am wondering why a 14-year-old would have a 20-year-old's number reading through the text. It's like, why is this flirty? Why do you continue to talk to them?
That's the last video I screen recorded. Obviously, there's a lot more. They go back and forth. There's videos, but that's like the major proof. Overall, I think the situation is very weird. I think it was very weird that Mattie was texting minors. I think it's very weird they made thirst trap videos with Noor. Unfortunately, because Bella is such an unreliable narrator and such like has been proven and caught on lies before, people are still taking Mattie's side on some things, and there are obviously some things in there that I think is weird. I do think it's weird that a lot of their proof was not validated. I think that they should have not included proof that couldn't be proved true. Like, you shouldn't be including just minors saying, oh, this happened, and then when they didn't respond, you should kind of take that as like oh, they're not responding because maybe this is not 100% true. So I do think it was weird that they included those videos, and you know, it made their video seem less like true, or it made their video seem less reliable. It made their video feel like more things could be lies in the video because there were already so many lies that Mattie was able to disprove. Again, if you're an adult, you shouldn't be texting minors. It's weird. You shouldn't be trying to make a relationship with a minor. You shouldn't be trying to grow a relationship with a minor. It's weird. Just don't do it. I don't understand why people have to do it. If you're looking for a community like Mattie said they were, look for a community of people your age. They'll understand you better. They'll understand what you're going through. Don't look for friendship and community in minors when you're an adult. It's weird. Thank you guys so much for watching, and this will probably be a bit of a longer video just because the videos that I had to react to were so long. I appreciate you watching to the end. I appreciate all your support. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below if you have any video ideas. I have been loving making these videos, and I'm so excited to make more, and I will see you next weekend. Bye!